All right, you guys, we're back. We haven't done an Ask an Admin video in quite a while, so Lee had the idea he wanted to come and do one, so we got a bunch of questions gathered up, and we're ready to go. All right, first question is from Tony Sin. What is your favorite Mass Effect love interest? Mine is one that barely got into the second game and then people loved her, is actually Tali Zora. In my opinion, the story you get with her when you actually get to know her well and through all that, she's got the best actual overarching relationship to me out of that game. Do you play Mass Effect a lot, Lee? Or
I have played Mass Effect. Now, it's been a while, but the one that comes to mind is the Australian girl.
Would that be Miranda? The Cerberus girl?
Person who... I'm sorry?
The girl from Cerberus?
The Australian girl?
The Australian girl.
Yeah, the one with the Australian accent. She's from Chuck, the person.
That's Miranda Lawson. She's Yvonne Strahovski from Chuck.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. She was a pretty cool love interest. It was either that or the blue alien girl. I'm sorry, it's been forever since I played.
Right. That'd be Liara. No problem.
Yeah.
I played a stupidly absurd amount of hours of Mass Effect. That's the only reason I know.
Mass Effect was good series. It's funny.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do the next question, or are you just going to continue asking?
No, sure. You pick one, then I'll pick one.
Okay. There was one, I think it was by Tony Sin again, and I wanted to answer this one. It was, who would win in a fight, Superman or Goku? You get to go first.
Man, I have gotten in so many crap fights about this, then it got even worse when Death Battle posted a second video about it after the other one for so long, and I really didn't have an opinion. I can't say much because I didn't watch a whole lot of Dragon Ball Z, so I only know about Superman. But the way they explained it in the second video, that it would make more sense for Goku as a character to lose in that fight, I kind of took their opinion because they do a stupidly large amount of research. But if you watch more Dragon Ball Z than me, which would be more than about 5 episodes to be more than me, you can have a better opinion.
I mean, in all honesty, like, it's been a long time since I've watched Dragon Ball Z. Like, I watched it as a kid. So, I mean, I did watch it a lot. However, I feel like I'm slightly biased, but I watched those Screw Attack videos just like you. And each time, I mean, look, Superman has literally lifted eternity and infinity, like, in both hands. I'm sorry, but that's stupidly broken. You cannot tell me a guy like that would lose to someone like Goku, who, by the way, got shot. And that just Superman would be like, oh, that's cute. So, I mean, no, like, I'm sorry, but he loses. Now, look, if you Goku used Kryptonite, different story, but Goku's not going to use Kryptonite to a fair fight. So, yeah, not going to happen. So, yeah, sorry, Goku loses that fight.
That's one thing that, correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't Goku like to fight people at their strongest too? Correct me if I'm wrong.
He does.
Okay.
No,
that's what I thought.
That's the biggest thing about Goku. He loves to fight, people at his absolute strongest. So that's why he let Frieza power up. When he was going up against Frieza in that saga, and almost all of his other fights. Now, that all being said, I mean, you can make the argument that Superman wouldn't really want to kill, but if you're going to go up against, and say, oh, this is a death battle, then you got to take that away. So yeah, I mean, if they're going to fight, sorry, Superman wins that fight. And Goku has limitations. Superman doesn't.
True.
The whole thing about Goku is breaking through limitations. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, if you guys want to watch it, that second video they make, I think, is like 25 minutes long. The fight is 5 minutes. The explanation is like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, they spend a lot of time. That's why I always take their opinion. Like, I'm like, okay, your opinion just is just better than mine because they do so much research into it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. What do we got next? All right. Samuel Ortiz asked, "What is your ultimate geek collection or collectible?" Well, I've got 2, but I don't know where the second one is. I can actually show it. I can uncover all the dust off of it for a little bit. I have the Avengers Assemble collectible like Blu-ray set, and I have Phase 2, but I don't know where I currently have it sitting. But I have a bunch of other statues and stuff like that that are set in specific ways, so I won't try and uncover them to show them. But mostly DVD collections and stuff like that are the gist of what I have.
I have like none. I really don't make it a point to buy collectibles. I mean, I might have a few movies, but in all honesty, I really don't purchase many collectibles. I don't. Things for me have to have a use if I buy them, I suppose. Okay. So like, whereas someone like my mom is very, I'll buy something that's very decorative, or some, someone like my sister or whatever. Decorative items they like. For me, I'm just kind of like, okay, if this thing doesn't have any use beyond me looking at it, I'm probably not going to get it. I have a couple posters that I have in my room. I've gotten those when I bought video games or whatever, or something like that comes with it. So in all honesty, no, not much. Judge me if you will.
It's not everybody that likes to fill up stuff, because I tell you what, dude, from personal experience, I've moved once in my life. It sucks moving all this stuff you collect.
Yeah, I moved from California here to Indiana. I should move back, but that's what it is. All right, let's see. Okay, Zach T. Phillips asks an interesting question. What would it take for you to become the Punisher?
Ooh.
Like,
oh boy. Oh boy. You want to go first, or?
Yeah, you know what? Fine, I'll go first. What would it take for me to become something pretty haunting? First of all, I don't have the skills. I'd be like, oh, a gun? Like, am I supposed to point it this way? And it'd be like the butt of the gun. Like, no, see, like, for me, I don't even have the skills. So, like, let's say for a second that I did. Let's say I was this ultimate, badass, which is questionable at best. But let's say I was for a second. What would it take? I think it'd probably take, something very similar to the Punisher, which is like all my family dying. I mean, the guy held his children in his hands while he's dead. I mean, it's hard to beat that. So it'd probably have to be something on that level. It just probably would. I don't know. What about you? You've had some time to think about it.
Man, it's the same for me. That is one of the most, that is the most extreme situation.
Yeah.
One of the most extreme that you can go to. That's the one that I see, like, in a lot of situations, unless you go through some extreme counseling, something's going to go wrong. And I was going to say my mom, but then I thought getting murdered in front of me, but then I'm like, that'd make me, if I killed anyone at all, be that person that I'd stop.
Yeah.
But it's like your whole family is what's going to take you to go on a rampage and then never want to go back.
I really think that's what, and I think it's the way, like the Punisher, the way that his children died and all that thing, is kind of what put him through it. And plus his past experiences in the war and everything else. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty, like it'd take something pretty intense. Like if I could do it at all, I'd probably just kill the person who did it and move on.
Exactly.
Move on.
What else do we got here? Oh boy, what the? Okay, my phone just decided to take a royal crap on me. All right. What? All right. Josiah Swanson asked a pretty good question. What would be your ultimate weapon choice from a video game? All right. I can kind of cheat this since it is in a video game now. You see the shirt I'm wearing? This scythe in question here would be my second choice, but the first one would be Yang from Ruby's Ember Celicas. For what you don't know, they're basically kinetic energy, like extendable shotgun gauntlets. So if you just watch any clip of her fighting with them, it's side-rolled shotgun cartridges that fire out of the fist with kinetic energy when you land a punch. They're pretty sweet. And since they did come, Rooster Teeth just came out with a game that's on Steam Early Access, I could technically say it's from a video game. So
you can. What would be my favorite ultimate weapon? Oh, wow. Yeah, it's hard to say because I've used so many weapons in so many video games. I'm like, okay, what am I going to use? What am I going to think of? But the one that like comes to mind, there's there's a weapon in Darksiders 2 that I'm just recently started playing Darksiders 2 again, right?
Mhm.
So I think I would use Death's like huge scythe when he goes into the Reaper form. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I've seen clips, but I've seen a little bit of Darksiders, so I have a rough idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, so that weapon would be pretty cool. That or the Olympus blade or something like that from God of War that Kratos uses. That would be pretty cool.
I can agree with you on that one. I have played God of War. So
Okay, there was one question that I had my eye on. I wanted to answer. I'm trying to figure out what. This is a good one. Okay, even if a superhero movie, and this is by Alex Sanchez, even if a superhero movie gets bad reviews, it will still make money and get a sequel or be rebooted. Do you think superhero movies are now impervious to failure? I'll let you go ahead and answer this.
Are superhero movies impervious to failure? Did anyone watch the box office of Fantastic Four?
Yeah, I know.
No, they're not. Not even in the slightest.
Yeah.
No, because a lot more people, if you agree with it or not, are listening to critic reviews. Do I think that all of them are accurate? No. But Deadpool coming out being rated R, also getting like 80 something on Rotten Tomatoes. It's the highest rated R film of all time. It's over 700 some odd $million. That movie got made for $50 million. That's insane. So no, I think that good comic book movies are impervious to failure. But no, there's just some have hype built into them, which is going to help you get stuff like BVS, even with bad reviews. But they said it took a good dive from Friday to Sunday. It's still going to make money. Impervious to failure, no, but it's the lead up for me that's what's going to do it.
Yeah. No, I don't think that superhero movies are impervious to failure. Like, I think that's a stretch to say. Sorry if I keep blacking out here. Anyway, I don't have light in this room, but yeah, I know it's weird. I don't have light, but I get what I pay for, I guess. Anyway, so
no worries, man.
Yeah, I mean, no, they're not impervious to failure. They're just not. Look, critic ratings do matter in terms of affecting box office. They just do. But the thing that kind of annoyed is that people seem to take it as as gospel, or at least a lot of people do, in terms of like, see, this movie is bad because it's got a bad critic rating, and that's just like, that's not true. You need to form your own opinions on everything, and I feel like you need to form your own opinions on everything, and you kind of need to go out, see these movies, even if it's on a discount Tuesday or something like that, and again, come up with your own your own opinion on it. But critic ratings do affect the box office, and no, movies are not impervious to failure. Superhero movies are just not. Fantastic Four is a testament to that.
Yeah. Which that movie should have been really good, but yeah.
Oh, it really should have. Speaking of movies, whether or not they're good and critic ratings and things like that, Tony Sin asks, what rating would you give BVS and why is it? So you go first.
I would give BVS a solid 8. It did have some issues in certain places. I'm not beyond myself of too much of a DC fanboy to say that, but people are stretching to try and find issues with this movie. Yeah. Trying hard. And I get it was a solid 8 for me. Reasoning, it had some, to me, a little bit of pacing issues, but other than that, I didn't think it was too bad.
Yeah, for me, I give it a solid 8 too. Look, the issues with them are obviously there, but what I noticed with these issues, pacing and some editing issues and things like that, all of those issues, for me anyway, are fixable going forward. Like, going forward, you can fix that. You just have to get better editing. You have to get better, some better pacing in there. So that's all you have to do moving forward. Everything else in there, I really liked. I mean, I went in this film, all I wanted was a good Batman. All I wanted was a good Batman and Superman fight. And all I wanted was for Wonder Woman not to ruin the movie for me. Gal Gadot, or Gal Gadot, however you say her last name, I just wanted her to not ruin it for me. And that's all I wanted. I got all of those things. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to talk about one scene here. And the reason why I gave it an 8 is that, oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't because there's spoilers. But let's just say this.
Well, I can put a spoiler tag in it, and I can edit.
Oh, you can? All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, there's one scene in the movie. All right, then. So spoiler, if anyone hasn't seen it, where Batman, as he's looking down at Superman, and he has the kryptonite spear, and he's about to just spear him, right? You know, with kryptonite, and he says, and Superman says something about Martha, right? You know, got to save Martha.
Yep.
And Ben Affleck's face as Superman says that, and as he realizes that's his mom, right? Like, Superman becomes human at that point to Batman. He's no longer this alien out for destruction, you know? At that point, he becomes, but at that point, sorry.
No biggie.
Anyway, at that point, he becomes human, right? He becomes this. And no, I can't turn you down. I don't know how. Okay. Let me see here. But anyway, at that point, he becomes human, in Batman's eyes. And that bit of acting by Ben Affleck, his face as he's looking down at all of them, that was awesome for me. Like, that one scene made it worth it. Like, that entire, just worth it to me. So I'm perfectly happy with the movie. It does have its issues. I'm not gonna lie, but a solid 8 out of 10 for that scene alone. In all honesty.
I'll agree. That was really good.
All right. Anyway.
All right. Well, I've got one little question, and then I'll get to another one. Man, if I say your name wrong, please forgive me. Tomas House, I think is how you say his name. It says, "Can you guys say America in the most over-the-top, patriotic way possible?" Okay. America. All right, that was good enough.
All right.
What? I think. All right. I'm gonna try and say her name correctly. Last time I didn't ask an admin, I butchered her name, but I'm gonna try again because they said it on Supergirl and it's spelled the same way. Siobhan Frederick asked, okay, "Are you planning on buying No Man's Sky?" I don't know. It's not been on my radar, and I have some friends that want to get it. If they buy it and it kind of sounds like what they say it is, I probably will. That's how I'm sitting. How about you?
I work at GameStop, and this wasn't on my radar until someone came in and wanted to pre-order it. I had no idea. I was like, I mean, oh yeah, it is available for pre-order, but I had no idea like this was even a thing. And I learned a little bit about what it was and everything. And yeah, I think I might get it. I mean, I'm gonna wait until maybe I know a little bit about it. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably buy it. It seems kind of up my alley with what you can do and everything. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably end up having it.
Cool.
Okay.
Your turn, bud.
Yeah, I know. Let me see. Sorry, I didn't say the America thing. Like on it, slightly on my end. Favorite Avenger? Asked by Samuel Ortiz. You know, probably Captain America. I mean, I loved Iron Man. Iron Man 2, I actually liked Iron Man 2. I know a lot of people didn't, but I did. And I liked Iron Man 3, and just seeing even more so than Chris Evans or any of the other Avengers. Don't get me wrong, I like Chris Evans and Captain America a lot. But yeah, probably Iron Man is my favorite Avenger. How about you?
It was Phase 1, it was Iron Man. Phase 2, and ever since Civil War, ever since Winter Soldier, it's been Cap. It total switched. Ever since that movie came out, it totally 180 me. I actually like the first Avenger a lot more now that I saw Winter Soldier.
Oh,
So
cool.
it normally doesn't happen too much with me with movies, but yeah. Hmm. So, all right. This one's kind of funny. Ben
Okay.
Hendry asked, "Who would win in a fight, Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans? Not Iron Man or Captain America. Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans."
Uh, Chris Evans.
Yeah,
Look, I like look as Iron Man. Yeah, you know he's a really big badass. But no, just them fighting. No, Chris Evans that guy is stacked, man. There's no like the one punch from him, he's probably like knocked out. Bam. But I don't know. Robert Downey tough, almost like the Joker unpredictable level, you know, in a way, because he's just so funny and so sarcastic. He might do something like pull pepper spray out of nowhere and go, and then he wins. I don't know. So, maybe. But I think I'll have to give this to Chris Evans, I think, if they're just going to go together. But
yeah,
Robert Downey Jr., you don't know what that guy will do. He's kind of unpredictable.
yeah,
What do you think?
exactly. I think it'd be Chris.
Yeah.
That dude, when you saw in Avengers Age of Ultron when he's wearing just basically that Under Armour short sleeve t-shirt, that dude was as big as a tree.
He's bad. No line.
Oh man, but yeah, I had a sea of women faint when in the first Avenger he comes out of that like I feel taller and the whole
Yep.
like just like that dude is huge. But yeah,
Oh,
I
dude,
give it to Chris Evans.
I was watching Avengers Age of Ultron in the theater, or it might have been even the first Avengers. But when Captain America came on screen in that shirt, like all the women were like, woo, you know, and their voices and things. And it was just kind of like that guy makes me jealous sometimes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. This one we talked about Mass Effect a little bit earlier, but Remy Lundy asked, "Would you rather live in the world of Dragon Age or Mass Effect? What influenced your decision?" I've not played Dragon Age,
I have.
but so I know a little bit about Inquisition, and I actually almost bought it yesterday.
Yeah.
Mass Effect, I think, just because of the time period.
Yeah.
I think it's. But what about you?
It's hard. Look, I really love Dragon Age, and what makes the Dragon Age like being in there, you know, that would seem pretty cool. But it also has some scary times. But of course, so does Mass Effect. I don't know. For me, in all honesty, if I'm being purely honest, probably Mass Effect because it's in the future. They have toilet paper. So,
Honesty, I love it.
yeah, so probably they just have all those comforts and everything. You know, I'm used to. You know, I kind of like to have Dragon Age. Well, awesome. Don't get me wrong. No toilet paper. So, all right.
Nice. All right. All right. I'll get my next one.
Oh,
ready.
Josiah asks. I just saw this. I like this. Worst show you've ever watched, and I have one in mind. I can't even remember the name of it, but it came out recently. And basically, what it is it was kind of another whole revolving around the apocalypse kind of show. And I love those kind of supernatural shows. I love those shows. But it was like, okay, each person kind of dies and comes back as an angel, and they're like the Watchers or something like that, and they have to try and prevent the apocalypse, and the devil comes down. But it was terrible. That was one of the most terrible shows I've ever seen. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Came out like probably a year ago, and it almost got canceled immediately. It finished running like there's 7 or 8 episodes, and it was almost canceled immediately. No one watched it, and it was terrible to begin with. So probably the worst show I've ever seen.
I'm gonna have to just make sure that this is what I saw because for some reason I want to say that I'm completely wrong about this. No, I wasn't. There was an Uncle Buck TV series, and I think there's actually one that's on now that is completely different. and it's based off the movie, and it's got black people in like just a really different sort of family. No character that's even remotely close to John Candy in it.
Okay.
And it's really bad. I watched a lot of bad movies. That's about the only really horrible show that I've seen. Like I've seen a lot of really bad B creature movies, but not shows.
Yeah.
So if we ever get to question bad movies, I can go on a tirade about those. Look up Birdemic and its sequel.
We want to do a couple more questions here.
Sure, we're actually flying through these pretty quick.
Oh, we are.
Again, with Shaban asks, what bad guys do you hope to see in the Aquaman and Wonder Woman movies? In Aquaman, I would kind of like to see Ocean Master. He's pretty much like, to a degree, he's Aquaman's Loki, kind of. And then for Wonder Woman, I would really like to see Ares. I think he would look cool.
I was just thinking that. Yep.
Yeah.
Ares.
So,
I was just thinking Ares. Yeah, I mean Ares for Wonder Woman, hands down. And then or maybe who's the giant's name?
Giganta?
Giganta, yes. Either Giganta or Ares, one of the two. And then for Aquaman, Black Mantis, I think would be pretty cool. So yeah, either one of those would work just fine for me. Let's see. Let me go. All right, what is your favorite food that you could not live without? Asked by Josiah Swanson.
All right, I could go first. Mine is lo mein noodles. Man, if there wasn't so much MSG in those, I could eat those every meal, every day, nonstop. And then I'm hungry a half an hour later. I don't know how it happens, but so good.
For me, it would be this food, and I wish I could have it every day, all the time, but I would just have a heart attack almost immediately. Fettuccine Alfredo. I don't know if you've ever had that, but that is like my favorite thing. I have it for my birthday. I have it for around like the holidays, like or usually. So whenever I happen to go out to eat, I'll probably have that because I don't go out to eat a lot. So yeah, definitely fettuccine Alfredo. I think that's probably the best thing on the planet. Well, maybe not the best thing, but the best food anyway. All right. Okay, one more. I'm going to say one more question
Sure.
from my side. Ben Hendrian asked, would you rather be as fast as the Flash or as intelligent as Albert Einstein? You go first.
Man, I would feel that I would be and I think if I was as fast as a Flash, I could learn quite a bit, as like you see in TV shows of him.
Ooh, Barry just flying through those books. Sorry, my turn to answer. You cut out a bit there.
Yeah, I'm taking Flash because I think that I would have more responsibility with Einstein, and then it would I could learn anything just as fast if I was the Flash by like you see him whipping through books and learning everything in a couple of seconds. But I think I would take the Flash.
Yeah, I mean, me too, the Flash, because look, being as smart as Albert Einstein is great, but being as fast as the Flash, like that's a one thing that you can get. You that it is for Albert Einstein as well, but I'm sorry, I've seen some of the things Flash does, and speeding through those books and everything as fast as he does, like I want that because I'm in college right now, you know, for law enforcement and everything, and I got a lot of books I have to study and look at just in general, and being able to speed through those, just read the entire book before tests, it's almost cheating at that point, but I would love to have it.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah, fast as the Flash, hands down, man. Fast as the Flash. All right, how about one more question because I have to go soon.
All right, that's no biggie. Last one. I saw this. It was one of the first. I think it was the first question we actually had on here, and it was from Ben Hendrian. What is or was your super heroine crush? Now, if you just said comic book character, my second favorite is Harley Quinn, but you said super heroine, so I have to be specific. Is Huntress. It's the whole get up, the personality, everything. Helena Bertinelli, by the way, not Wayne, the Earth one, and it's just that and her exact personality of how she is in the Justice League cartoon Perfect. It's just so good. But that would be mine. How about you?
My favorite superhero and crush was probably Wonder Woman, simply because like I really got into Batman and everything like that, and Superman. Like no, I got into Superman first. So I mean, I got into Superman first, and it was probably Wonder Woman because she she was just awesome, like in every way, you know, and that's why I really wanted Wonder Woman to be done well on the films, you know, because she's like so inspiring, not only to people and just in general, but you know, women as well, and she's just kind of exemplifies everything that you know, I think that just people in general should strive to be, you know, independent, responsible, heroic, brave, smart, you know, all of those qualities. And everything just made me be like, yeah, Wonder Woman, every time she's on screen, I'm like, she's awesome. Or in a comic book. So yeah, probably Wonder Woman.
Sweet.
All
right.
That was awesome. Not too bad. Laptop didn't do too horrible there, so kind of surprising. And it was awesome to be on here. I'm glad to be moderating the boards. So thanks for having me on here, guys.
Yeah, no problem. You guys, Lee is doing work moderating all those boards to get this guy to. It's amazing. He does an awesome job, and I'm so glad you got to do this, dude. It was a lot of fun, and like you said, thank God your connectivity issues didn't have an issue, so we're all good. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching.
Yep, I look forward to seeing this video. I'm gonna watch it.
Definitely.
All right.
And should be up tomorrow, meaning it will be up Thursday because we're recording it Wednesday. All right. We'll see you all next time.
See you later. Bye.